So I'm going to show you how to join Facebook on your iPad. First thing we're going to do is, if you don't have the Facebook app, we need to go to the App Store and get it. I'm going to ask it to look for Facebook. There's Facebook for iPad selection. And it comes in. If you do have it, it's going to say open. So I'm just going to open mine since I've already downloaded it. Now yours will look a little different if you're logging in for the first time, because it's already seen that I've logged in under my identity. But I'm going to sign up as if I'm a brand new account. So I'm going to choose at the bottom here, I'm going to choose sign up for Facebook. It asks me to join Facebook, and I'm just going to follow the prompt to get started. Now you can put in your mobile number, or I'd like to recommend using an email address. You can always add your mobile number later as part of your profile. So I'm going to say use your email address, and I'm going to enter an email address of mine. I'm going to put in my name. It's a name I'm going to use for purposes of this experiment. I'm going to create a password. Choose my birthday. So I'm going to go back. I'll make myself I'm going to be born the same day as Canada's Centennial. I choose mail. Finish signing up. It's going to create my account. Logging in for the first time. And it's creating a profile for me. Now you'll notice it says that it sent me a code to this email address. I have to enter that code. Now to do that, I'm going to have to check my email. So at the moment, I'm just going to leave this. I'm going to check mail. And it gives me a confirmation code. There it is. So I need to write that down. And now I can leave this. I'm going to go back to my Facebook. And it should remember where I was. And I'm going to enter my confirmation code, which is I'm submitting it. Says I'm confirmed. So I've now created a profile on Facebook. And you'll notice up here it shows my name, top right corner. If I touch the drop down, you'll notice that I can go to settings, and I should go to settings right now and set a few things up. So just going to go through some of these settings. People are worried that Facebook doesn't exactly handle our data very well, for good reason. I'm just going to review a couple of these things under General. There's my name, my email address. I can now add my phone if I'd like to. I'm going to leave that for now. Security and login. I logged in with my email address and passwords. Once I have friends, I can choose friends to contact if I get locked out. It tells me where I've logged in from. I can change my password. Here's an important area, privacy. It's going to prompt me to some important things. Check a few important settings. We quickly review some important settings. It's called a privacy checkup. So basically what it's showing me here is my default audience for whenever I post something. You'll notice that it'll just be my friends that see it by default. But I could change that. You'll notice that I can choose to make everything public, which is not a good idea. I can choose that only my friends see what I post. I can choose to allow friends of friends to see it. Or I can choose to have all my friends see it except for certain ones. I'm going to leave it at friends. That's probably the best choice. There are individual posts you can make which you can make public if you'd like. Next. All right, so I've got an email address there, and my friends can see it. My birthday, well, you know, I don't need the whole world to know my birthday, so I'm going to change the setting to strictly friends, not friends of friends. So only my friends can see my birth date and birth year. Next. And here's the part that Facebook has been revealed to not be too good at. It says that there are apps and websites from other companies that you've used Facebook to log into. You can edit who on Facebook and see these apps. It's always a good idea to start off without using any of the apps that they supply you with. And if friends invite you to use an app, or you want to give permission for an app to take information from you, I would just avoid that. So my privacy checkup is complete. I'm going to manage my profile. Let's take a look and see what my profile says. And here's where it gets a little interesting. I can add a workspace. I can add my education, my college, my high school, my skills, the city I live in, hometown. Now, I can do that, and that's useful, but it also allows Facebook to tailor ads and tailor material to send to me, which may be to my advantage. If I'm, for example, a university student, I might be interested in things to do with universities, that sort of thing. So I'm going to just mix that or skip that for now. It asks me to learn more about privacy basics here. It's still showing me that I have control over who sees what I share on Facebook. We're here to help. How do I choose who can see photos or other things I post on Facebook? How can I see what my profile looks like to someone else? And you can go into this and learn more and then make the necessary changes if you want. Who can see the people, pages, and lists that I follow? Well, the default is the public can see that. Maybe I just want to make that just friends. If your basic interest in Facebook is to communicate with friends and family, the less public it is, the better, actually. And the other way you build friends on Facebook and build community on Facebook is who can send you friend requests. If someone knows you're on Facebook, they can send you friend requests and you can accept or reject it. Right now it says everyone, and you can leave it that way, or you can change it to friends of friends. Well, I'm going to start off with everyone because I want people to find me if I'm brand new. And who can see your friends list? Well, I just want friends to see my friends list. So you see the kind of changes I've made before I even start using this. Back to this main menu. There's several other things that they talk about here. You can block certain people who you might find not worthy of paying attention to. And you can also be involved with text messaging, that sort of thing, but I think we've pretty much established what we want. Now, when I touch here, requests, it's asking me who I might know to get me started, and it does that because it's looking at people that I've communicated with through email or that's in my email contacts. So it already knows a list of people that I probably want to contact. And if I click on Add Friend, the person on their Facebook page will get a request to add me as a friend. I'm not going to ask anybody to do this yet because it's a made-up name. When I get started, my news feed will fill this with interesting stories based on my interests that I've talked about. I don't have any notifications. And I don't have any groups or friends as yet. I've done a search for myself, and this is not the correct Alan Appel. The reason why I can't find myself in this list is because my personal settings do not allow the public, and that's who I'm a member of as far as my profile is concerned, doesn't allow the public to find me because I was concerned about my privacy. So I will not be able to find myself this way unless I change my own personal preferences. So there I am, ready to go. And the last thing you want to do is touch these lines down here. You want to scroll to the bottom, and when you're finished, you want to log out. I'm logging out. That's basically how you would use Facebook. Now I'm going to log in as my own self, and you'll see what a finished profile looks like. So I'm opening this up, and when you're actually working with Facebook, you'll notice that it has lists of people who are online. It's got trending stories that Facebook thinks it might be interested in, and I default to a news feed based on what my interests have been. And we'll be constantly changing. If I want to put some information into Facebook, I just put my finger on here and I can choose, it defaults, remember, to friends. I can type in what I want to say to people, and I can also add images. and post to Facebook, which is how people know your every move. So there's a basic introduction to Facebook. One last thing I should mention, and that is I've opened up my new account in the browser. If you ever want to leave Facebook, which a lot of people have talked about, I need to go to Settings, and under Manage Account, I can modify my contact settings or deactivate the account. And when I touch that, it gives you options such as you can have somebody manage your account if you should pass away, because they begin to realize that people can live forever online. So you can choose somebody to do that. And I can also choose to deactivate my account, which I'm going to do now. I need to put in my password because otherwise somebody could log in as yourself if they don't, and they could deactivate you without your permission. And it says, are you sure you want to deactivate your account? And they ask you for your reason for leaving. I'm going to say I have another Facebook account. I'm going to opt out of receiving further emails at that address from Facebook. And I'm going to deactivate it. It says, are you really sure they don't want to lose me? I'm going to deactivate now. You have to understand that anything you've posted previously might still be active if other people have saved your material. Your account's been deactivated. It gives me a chance to reactivate the account. They keep it for a little while, but basically the account's been deactivated.